This is Nightline.
Tonight, missing mother murder trial. The jury deliberating the legal fate of Brian Walshe, shown on store video on the day of his wife Anna's disappearance, buying hundreds of dollars in cleaning supplies, a protective suit, and a hacksaw, even grinning at the camera, admitting he disposed of Anna's body, but claiming he did not kill her. Will the jury believe it? Plus, the end of an era.
This show created a bonding experience for like 70,000 people all at once. There's something very special about that.
Taylor Swift, closing the chapter on the most successful tour in history. The exclusive docuseries offering unprecedented access, taking fans along on the journey. Under the stage and behind the curtain, a relationship with fiancé Travis Kelce. What stars sharing the era's stage have to say. And Jamie Lee Curtis, known for classics like Halloween.
Do as I say! Hurry!
And Freaky Friday. Back on screen in Ella McKay.
Well, that's what not screaming will get you.
New feel-good movie about family drama.
You have...
Directed by Hollywood legend James L. Brooks of The Simpsons.
It'll make you feel better. I'll destroy something Bart loves.
Hey!
The collaboration years in the making. Plus, King Charles sharing an important update about his cancer journey and his urgent message for others.
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Tonight, the fate of Brian Walshe, accused of killing his wife and mother of 3 children, is now in the hands of a jury. The facts of this case, horrifying.
But there is no proof in all of the evidence that you have heard of Richard that he ever once thought about harming the woman he loved.
After 8 days of testimony, closing arguments in the Massachusetts murder trial that has transfixed a community. Now the jury of 6 men and 6 women has the case. 50-year-old father of 3, Brian Walshe, tried for first-degree murder of his 39-year-old wife, Anna. Last month, the Boston native pled guilty to misleading police and tampering with her body, but denies he killed her.
I will not testify.
Walshe choosing not to testify and his defense team calling no witnesses. Prosecutors say Brian suspected his wife was having an affair and murdered her in their Massachusetts home back on New Year's Day 2023. Her body has never been found.
The defendant did not want anyone to find Anna's body and to know how she died.
But lawyers for Brian Walshe say Anna died a sudden, unexplained death, and that when her husband found her dead, he panicked, got rid of her body, and lied to police about it. Prosecutors playing chilling security footage of Brian shopping at a Lowe's on New Year's Day 2023, the day she allegedly went missing. A receipt shows he bought a hacksaw, a utility knife, a mop, latex gloves, and Clorox. Then 3 days later, Walshe can be seen at a different Lowe's, even bringing his son with him, as prosecutors say he buys more supplies like squeegees and a trash can. Checkout footage at one point even shows Walshe grinning to the camera. The state's star witness, real estate broker William Fastow, admitting on the stand he was having an affair with Anna Walshe after he sold her a townhouse in Washington, D.C.
We quickly became close friends, then confidants, and before long we started an intimate relationship.
Fastow saying he and Anna talked about a future together.
We'd had a number of conversations about what a life together might look like.
But Fastow says he grew concerned after not hearing from Anna for several days. Then on January 4th, Fastow says, Brian Walshe called twice, but he didn't pick up.
I pushed the call to my voicemail.
Why'd you do that?
I was in an intimate relationship with his wife. I had not heard from her in several days, and frankly, I was concerned that maybe he had found out and was calling to confront me.
The voice from the husband was played in court.
Anna hasn't been in touch for a few days, so just wondering if you've spoken to her in the near, recently. Sorry to bother you. Sure, everything's fine.
On the final day of testimony this week, Anna's friend and former employer describing spending a joyful New Year's Eve with Anna and Brian.
What was Anna Walsh's demeanor that night when you were in their kitchen?
Festive. Very happy to see me. And
What was Brian Walsh's demeanor like while the three of you were together?
he seemed fine. He seemed happy.
After more than a week of witness testimony, Brian Walsh's fate rests in the hands of the jury. A first-degree murder conviction in Massachusetts carries a mandatory sentence of life in prison without parole. He still also faces potentially more than a decade in prison, when he'll be sentenced for pleading guilty to the previous 2 charges in this case. We shift gears now on this Friday night to Taylor Swift, the superstar dropping a 6-part docuseries exclusively on Disney+, giving fans unprecedented access to the traveling extravaganza of sight and sound that shattered every record imaginable, the Eras Tour. Here's Nightline's Ashin Singh.
It's the end of an era, literally.
This show created a bonding experience for like 70,000 people all at once. There's something very special about that.
For the first time, Taylor Swift giving fans a behind-the-scenes look at the record-breaking Eras Tour, the first 2 episodes of her highly anticipated docuseries, out now on Disney+.
All of a sudden, in the last week leading up to the first show, everybody is firing on all cylinders. And then we had opening night.
I'm about to say something to you that I've been just thinking about for years, you know? Welcome to the Eras Tour.
Waiting a year to kind of revisit this has allowed us to reflect, absorb everything that we encountered and felt, and kind of look at it through a new lens of something that we will never, ever take for granted.
149 shows, spanning 51 cities and 5 continents. It lasted nearly 2 years. Became the highest grossing tour of all time, with more than $2 billion in ticket sales.
Taylor Swift's Eras Tour absolutely was one of the bigger cultural moments of the last, 50 years in music.
The first episode in the docuseries, taking a very raw look at some of the hardest moments of the Eras Tour.
A knife attack that left 3 children dead at a Taylor Swift-themed dance class in England.
The 17-year-old attacker is now in custody.
In July 2024, there was this horrific incident that happened. It obviously was not at an Eras Tour concert, but it did happen at a Taylor Swift-themed yoga and dance class where 3 young girls were killed. And this obviously was incredibly impactful to Taylor Swift.
And it was little kids that...
The docuseries, showing how the news emotionally impacted Taylor in real time. Also revealing that Taylor met with the families of the victims all 5 nights in London before her shows.
I know you helped them. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I know you helped them.
From a mental standpoint, I just do live in a reality that's very unreal a lot of the time. But it's my job to kind of be able to handle all these feelings and then perk up immediately to perform.
Even through the pain, the show went on. Taylor committed to delivering the best for her fans, keeping them guessing with surprise songs.
Wake up! She's playing dear John! She's playing dear!
And a few surprise guests, including Ed Sheeran.
It's high.
Yeah, it's high.
So I can sing the melody if you want to sing the harmony.
That would be great.
We'll be loving you till we're 17.
Even shocking fans with a new album, the Tortured Poets Department, that she even managed to work into the show. The series, giving an inside look into how they pulled it off, all from a secret rehearsal facility.
And say they didn't do it to hurt me. Everyone in. And I want, and double as big for I want to snarl. Like, I'm gonna have a mental breakdown during this song. Like, it's gonna be so fun.
Also out today on Disney+, a documentary of the final stop on the Eras Tour, showing how that new set list came to life on stage.
So tell me everything is not about me, but what if it is? And say they didn't do it to hurt me.
docuseries spotlighting some of the team members that made the tour happen, including choreographer Mandy Moore.
I never would have thought that I would be in the same sentence as Taylor Swift ever in my life. You know, I've always been a big fan, but funny enough, I come from really more film and television. I don't really do artist performance. Now I understand why I was brought in, because she really wanted to do something different. And she likes the storytelling. I mean, her songs are mini movies.
And dancer Cameron Saunders.
I don't want dancers that blend in. I don't care about them pulling focus. I want them to pull focus. I want you to feel like you saw an entire crew of individual stars on the stage.
Now, knowing that spaces like this do exist for me that allow me to be the fullest version of me with all I have to offer in this body as it exists right now, this feels like my Super Bowl.
Culturally, the impact of it is just something that we will never forget. It has changed the way that we view concerts. It's changed our expectations of what we expect going to a concert. We will be talking about the Eras Tour forever.
Our thanks to Ashen. Taylor Swift's End of an Era docuseries is now streaming on Disney+. When we come back, we're with Jamie Lee Curtis and James L. Brooks working together for the first time, the old-fashioned way it came to be.
But I've never had a director who I admired as much write me a letter saying, would you like to be in this movie? I'd love you to play this great part. And she's a wonder.
Welcome back. Jamie Lee Curtis and James L. Brooks are two Hollywood legends with more than a century of amazing work between them, teaming up for the very first time in Ella McKay, a feel-good movie about real people. And it sounds like this collaboration is just the beginning. Here's ABC's Deborah Roberts.
If you were going to write the film about your lives, what genre are we talking about?
Tragedy for me.
A James L. Brooks movie.
They're two Hollywood legends who need no introduction. After all, we're talking about Halloween scream queen Jamie Lee Curtis, who whipped audiences into shape with her electric performance in Perfect and had fans flipping out in Freaky Friday.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
And James L. Brooks, he's the creative force behind The Mary Tyler Moore Show and Broadcast News.
Tonight we're going to
And from Springfield to our TV screens. Yep, he helped bring The Simpsons to life.
Lisa, honey, if it'll make you feel better, I'll destroy something Bart loves.
Hey!
So how did it take so long for these two to finally team up?
Well, I don't, do voices, so I'm never going to be on The Simpsons.
How did the collaboration come about?
Very, very early on, I sent Jamie a note, and I sent her the script, and I said, please.
But I've never had a director who I admired as much write me a letter saying, would you like to be in this movie? I'd love you to play this great part. And she's a wonder.
Curtis plays fiercely protective Aunt Helen in Brooks's newest comedy, Ella McKay, where family friction takes center stage.
Ella, I can't let Olympia get away. I have never in my life felt this way about any other woman.
Jesus, Eddie!
No, I wasn't counting your mother.
Rising star Emma Mackey playing the title character Ella, a young, promising politician juggling office drama, family drama, and everything else in between.
There is dysfunctional family. There is
Check.
Idealism.
Check.
There is truth-telling.
Check.
There is ambition.
Check.
And authenticity.
Check. We're in.
If the film feels oddly familiar, it is. It's Brooks's signature recipes, smart laughs, imperfect people, and heartfelt humor.
Well, that's what not screaming will get you. So, listen, Ella, I do have something. It's a James L. Brooks movie, which means it's human, which it means it has a beating heart, and it has a pulse of life and conflict and contradiction and question and demands. No, I'm telling you, that's the movies you make. demands of you to think, which is like in a movie, please.
Like Curtis, her character unapologetically herself.
You've played a lot of very strong women, too, from Tess and Freaky Friday to Everything Everywhere All at Once. And then Helen, who's such a strong one. Is there a little bit of Jamie Lee Curtis in her and in some of these other characters?
Yes. Passionate, devoted, all of those qualities, very much so. Helen has no filter. I actually have a filter. I know it's hard to imagine, but I actually do.
The actress's star power seemingly shining now more than ever. Besides her recent Oscar, Curtis commanding the screen with award-winning praise. Like her Emmy-winning turn as the matriarch Donna Borzato in The Bear.
I make things beautiful for them. And no one makes things beautiful for me.
I just feel like I'm in a creative meadow where that has not felt that way. I had to kind of zig and zag. And by the way, I sold yogurt that makes you for 6 years for money. And that's part of the zigging and zagging.
But now that you're all cleared out, you're cleared out and you're running through the field.
And I am just like a child running through it with tears like coming out of my eyes, running down my face as I'm having opportunity after opportunity.
With Brooks returning to the silver screen and Curtis relishing a new chapter of her career, the two may just be scripting their brightest chapter yet.
I'm 67, and I just feel the freedom that feels like. It's a pure feeling that you're seeing.
How did you feel at the end of this process with this particular film?
We had a wonderful cast, and you have this woman around for the spirit of the day, which is contagious. Everybody's taking care of them, everybody's acknowledged, and everybody's crew, you know, which is the great way to make a movie.
Our thanks to Deborah. Ella McKay is in theaters now. When we come back, King Charles sharing news about his own cancer journey as part of England's Stand Up to Cancer Week. And finally tonight, a message from King Charles. England's king, who was diagnosed last year, speaking out as part of the country's Stand Up to Cancer Week, urging viewers to get screened regularly and emphasizing the benefits of early detection.
Early diagnosis quite simply saves lives.
His Majesty sharing good news about his cancer recovery journey.
Thanks to early diagnosis, effective intervention, and adherence to doctors' orders, my own schedule of cancer treatment can be reduced in the new year.
Amen to that. And that's Nightline for this evening. Watch all of our full episodes on Disney Plus and Hulu. We'll see you right back here on Monday. Thanks for the company, America. Have a good and safe weekend.